Betut netai nebo arawetab 8 kenyitab 2025 itagat mising chitab kolenjin en studio nebo Kass TV. Tetutiet neitunen inguni ko Kass Mashinani kebendi kekushini kong logoiwek chetesetai kobitu en komoswek cheterterchin chebo emoni. Kikurenon Caroline Kiplagat. Kitaunen logoiwek ole kakobit kurset eng neranik kobun komoswek cheterter chebo emet komatkoyan keboisie ichek kandoikab bolatet en kasuldaetab yautik chengeme bandab tai nebo emet kosubkei ak neibu noto asenet en biik tugul. Kamwa nito rubeiwotab president Professor Kithure Kindiki eng tuyet nekayai kandoikab neranik kobun county nebo Tharaka Nithi ole kacher ichek kandoik anan ichek konde tai magutik koboto chametabkei nebo emet akot yetesetai koborchinigei imandang'wany kou eng chomchinet nebo katiba.
I plead with you, you must insist that yes, we must question government. We must ask questions. We must demand accountability. We must demand that corrupt people action be taken. We must ask for law and order in a manner that does not injure the rights and liberties of people who are unarmed and people who are not violent. But as we do those things, as we ask questions, as we demand for answers, as we protest, as we demonstrate, as we picket, as we use all avenues to ask questions, especially to those in power and those in authority, we must not use that chance to burn down the country. Because if you burn the country, then there will be no country even to take care of everybody, including yourself. I say this with a lot of emotion because I have seen the last few weeks a few incidents, maybe not here in Tharaka Nithi, but in many parts of Kenya, including neighboring counties here in Meru, in Embu. And I have seen an otherwise important conversation about people asking questions about governance and the fight against corruption has been misused to destroy peace and stability, to loot property of passengers who are just innocent and they have nothing to do with government. They are just on transit from one point to another. And the people doing those muggings and robberies, they are saying it is because they don't like the government. But the person you, and I dare say you have a greater stake in a stable Kenya than the older people have. You are the people with a greater interest and greater stake in a peaceful, stable, prosperous, economically inclusive Kenya than older people. This is the reason. I have said, naturally, the way God has ordered things, the younger person lives longer than the older person, isn't it? So you have a longer time on earth than some of the people who want to destroy Kenya. And they are already 70 years old, right? They are already 70 years old. There are very few years left. And then you destroy Kenya and you cause civil war and leave a country, like some of our neighboring countries where there is civil war, the entire state has collapsed, there is no law and order, and young people, instead of being in colleges and schools, are busy fighting in the bush and killing each other. And therefore, I want you to know that you young people, you must insist on how we run the country, the parameters and principles upon which we run the country. You must be more focused and more serious than the older people. Some of the people who want to destabilize Kenya have the means, if the country broke into pieces, to run away and have life elsewhere. Isn't it? Yes. They have a way of evacuating their children and families and leaving millions of Kenyans who cannot have that privilege. So because they have already had work, they have already had businesses, they have already made money, which young people are yet to make because they are still in college, and others have just finished college.
Mita emoni kandoindet nebo emetab Zimbabwe noton go President Emerson Mnangagwa eng rutoito netokchinigei tuyet neo nenat ko Joint East African Community EAC Southern African Development Community SADC ko chairs meeting netetat kotestai raini eng taonitab Nairobi. Tetat kotuyo kandoik kobun emotinwek cheterter eng Nairobi eng tuyo noto lebendi koyoe ng'alalutik ichek akobo tuguk cheterter chebo mung'aret ak bandaptai taban ak yautik chetinye kalyet en emet nebo DRC ole kimong'u kotestai cheng'etab walutikab kipchulyo. Kanyoru tokset amut President Mnangagwa eng kiwanjetab ndegeisiek nebo JKIA kobun Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi nekomit ak Minister nebo Public Service Geoffrey Ruku, kiyogindetab Kenya en emetab Zimbabwe Dr. Gertrude Angote koboto kiyogindetab Zimbabwe en emoni Winnipeg Moyo.
How are you? Fine, thank you. How are you? Good. Welcome. Hello, Your Excellency. How are you? Yes, hello. How are you? Very good. Yes. Oh, very good. What secret delight? Let's move. Can you move? Thank you. Kwaheri, mnasonga kando kidogo sasa. Ndio mpate kwaheri kidogo. Hapa iko sawa.
Keistenge choton ketokchinge nguni logoiwek chetinye ak somanet ole kakokimit Minister nebo somanet Professor Julius Ogamba. Mwaet kole kaibu kokwoutiet serikali nebo kochuchuch fees che magat kolipan kipsomaninik chebo sugulisiekab barak kosubkei ak report nekimong task force nekichop kochigil sekta nebo somanet. Kotinygei ak Ogamba kobo komonut kokwoutiet noto kosubkei ak newendi komuktechin kipsomaninik koityi somanetab barak en oret nenyumnyum.
The team has reviewed. There is a team that the president set up, the presidential review team that was set up in September last year. They went through the MTI program and they were able to come up with a wide variety of variables so that we are able now to determine the income of the parents of the students to be as close as possible to the reality so that the margin of error is reduced. They also rationalized the fees for the university programs, and that is the circular that you saw has come out, where the fees has been sufficiently reduced. I think some programs are reduced by 15%, others almost by 40%. That was a rationalization exercise that took place. So with all these mitigation and interventions, we believe and we are sure that going forward, that sector where there were a bit of issues relating to maybe banding is now going to be resolved, and we're going to ensure, as I keep saying, that no student is going to be left behind by the fact that they are financially constrained. The government is ready, willing and able to ensure that we support all our students to undertake their programs, to study their subjects of choice, their programs, their degrees of choice, and so that their dreams are realized. That's what we are doing, and I can assure you that anything that comes, any challenge that we face, we get a solution for it. For instance, on the issues of the capitation gaps, we're already working with the Parliament and Treasury to find means and ways of ensuring that we bridge that gap so that we bring that figure to as close as possible to what we are supposed to do. So there is no reason to panic. There's no basis for wrong information going out there. That the government has changed the policy. The policy has never changed. It remains the same. It is provided for in the Constitution under Article 53, and we are mandated to ensure that we perform our obligations under the Constitution, and that's what we are doing. It is effective September this year, but what it means, you know, they rationalized the programs so that the programs are charged fees that is as close as possible to their cost, so that they are not. So there are many factors that went in there, and they were represented in that team. We had members representing the VCs, and so these are the net effect is that we have now a much better system that is data based, and that is the decision that we agreed as a sector, that we'll be making decisions based on evidence, based on data. And as I've mentioned, HELB, the portal is open for applications. People are applying. I think we are at 64% for university and at 51% for TVETs. And the resources have been availed. This year, the HELP fund has been raised from 36 billion to 41 billion, meaning that we have sufficient resources to deal with the students that we are admitting, both the incoming and the ongoing.
En county nebo Nakuru ko kakobaru nerege konetik chebunu county noto kotinygei ak kibagengeit nebo Kupet nekamwa kole kikotile ichek melekwek en oret nemotogunot. Kakonu konetik choto kaimuset koityi Kupet eng nekamwa kole imuchi komanda ichek angot kotestai kinyalil ichek. Sirinyo Dennis Kipchirchir koibwech report en koindo.
Kong'ololjin sirikab logoiwek eng county nebo Nakuru kobor kaimetab kekoneti choto kosubkei ak rabisiek chekokitile icheket ole karirtae icheket kandoik chebo kibagengeit nebo konetik nebo Kupet ak kibagengeit netonondojin konetik nebo Teacher Service Commission nekamwa kole kotile icheket melekwekwak komainoisi icheket kiptubatoi ak ng'atutik.
Akemite raini konetikab Nakuru kemwoe kele makiboiboichi tuguk chekoyai TSC ak Kupet. Amu kotile inendet rabinik alak chekikuren swal 370 shilling nemoingen kele kobunu ano rabinik choto. Aya, ako makisainen suppose approven in payslip ki age tugul nekakitile in payslip neng'ung'et. Kokitegemeani kenyoru rabinik karibu 10,000 kuyekas en media, lakini kona chutu keker kityo kole kitesu 800 akoib 370 shilling Kupet makingen kele kokikpak kokikoini TSC anan ne. Kikinerekse nia.
Choto koking'et Kupet nitatese rabisiek kobo konemu rabisiek chekiteswech tugul akoib koik chikwake. So kitebe kele kilyoin konetikab Kenya sikesopchen kamu kakebeku konetikab Kenya. Kisoe sikobit kotoretech serikali ak kotoretech Ministry of Education ak TSC.
Kotinygei ak kanabtaet anan promotion nebo konetik komwa ichek kole maboibochin arorutiet nekisubi eng nguni eng kit nekamwa ichek kole makonyoru promotion konetik eng nyumnyumindo.
Kikilen stagnation kikon kit age nekilen career progression guideline ne iwendi mwalimu kong'etege C1, C2 akoi tun ite D3. Suppose anetishe ane for 40 years sait otaek principal. Kimwoe kele kimeche kenemto ng'alekab C1 keabolishen age nekilen C4 kenemto age nekilen D1 ak D2 and then kemeken promotion koek continuous kebendi after every 3 years kebendi kelonye barak.
Teachers have about 10 grades, 10 job grades. These are grades that are unnecessary. You find that a teacher has stagnated in the same job group for over 20 years. Unazaa mtoto anasoma, anakuja na kupata same staff room, alafu at the same time you are in the same job group.
Kakon kateunet icheket kole imuch komanda eng kibagenge notok bo Kupet angot kotestai konyalil icheket.
Makiyan ng'alechoto kabisa keek konetik tugul chebo Kenya. Nebo oeng ameche amwa ale introduce nomination chechang kabisa. Ko introduce nomination fee chechang kosir okot chebo MPs. Because kikikonech kelipan nomination chebo over 100,000. Ako MPs kolipani nomination fee chebo 50,000 kityo ichegei. Ketebe kele salary chekinyoru konetik kotian ot kekonech kelipan nomination chesire chebo MPs.
Kong'etege county nebo Nakuru, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Deni Kipchirchir.
Keistongei chebo somanet kekushingo nguni logoiwek chetinye kakobotishet ole kakoito kayamiset minista nebo beek ak kabisetab mbarenik Engineer Eric Mugaa kole tesetai kou ole kitetat tetutik chebo kolsetab minutik mising ko bandek en komosta nebo Galana Kulalu Irrigation Scheme nemito county nebo Tana River. Kamwa nito Mugaa kasarta nekae rutoito en komosato kotokchinigei kochigil tesetab tai nebo boisiet ole kamwa kole wendi konyoru kelchin neo emetab Kenya kobun amitwagik chebendi komang'unen kebeberata en betusiek chemito tai. Kaboisie boroindo noto Engineer Mugaa kokimit mwaet kole taban ak kamang'unetab amitwagik ko kinyorune kelchin meng'ikab komosata anan kinyorune kelchin meng'ikab komosata chekinyoru boroinwek choton chebo boisionik.
Galana Kulalu is a food security program that has been in the pipeline for quite some time. This program has been talked about by everyone, the media, Kenyans of good faith, and this is a promise that Dr. William Ruto made during his campaign time to unlock agriculture, which is a key pillar in the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, and specifically to unlock the Galana Kulalu food security program. This program is tethered on many aspects. One of them is the corresponding infrastructure to unlock the region, to open the area. That is by development and construction of the Sabaki bridge, because this bridge will give access to more than 200,000 acres in this land. We have inspected the progress of the bridge. Now we have piers constructed. We have been to the contractor's yard. He is in the process of precasting the girders or the beams to support the deck, and that is ongoing. He has done around almost 10, and we are looking forward to ensure that that bridge is completed as fast as possible to allow access to the site so that we can have fertilizer and other inputs coming in. And also right now, we're also looking to have not only inputs coming in, but the actual crop, the maize, leaving the site. This program, to unlock the first around 10,000 acres, we had to build a small dam with a capacity of 500 meter cubic of water, and that is the water that is being used to irrigate what you can see behind us today. We have done an intake works, we have done the pumping systems, and you can see, unajua what you can see, you don't have to be told. The pivots are flying high and irrigation is actually taking place. As of today, the proponent has irrigated, planted 1,060 acres of seed maize. The maize is at different levels because planting started in May, and we have crop at different levels, stages of growth. Behind us is the first farm that was planted. As you can see, silking has happened. Silking is where now we have the cobs in the maize, and the first harvest is expected early in October. In total, more than 7 pivots are actively irrigating on a daily basis, and land is prepared for 2 more to get them to 9 in number, whereby when the 2 come in place and planting has been done for the remaining 2, for those 2, we will have a total of 1,500 acres under irrigation. The target is by the end of the year We will do a total of 3,200 acres, cropping ongoing, and some of them will be harvested. As we speak, the proponent tells me that we have more than 400 people from the region employed actively in the irrigation program. This is about not only food security as a country, it is also about creation of employment. And we tell our young people, tuambie, that these programs the government is running are meant to empower all of us. The food chain that will cascade from here. Because we have people bringing the inputs, fertilizers, we have engineers doing the pivots, we have the young people involved in active crop cultivation, and after this, we will have aggregators. We will have seed companies coming to get the seed from here. The target is to ensure with every passing day, we unlock the bottlenecks, may it be the infrastructure that is ongoing, and ensure the proponent is comfortable to crop as much as possible. We have a potential here. In the long run, when the Galana Dam comes in, to do around 200,000 acres under production. And this is just but the start. Unajua wanasema mwenye macho ambiwi tizama. What you can see around, you would see crops at different levels, stages of growth. And this is what we are talking about. Action, not talk. And action now is visible.
Ketesetai kotetat keyai igorta nebo National Research Festival nebo kenyini tarik 18 agoi 22 nebo arawani nebo 8 eng sukulitab barak nebo Egerton en county nebo Nakuru. Kotinygei ak CEO nebo National Research Fund Professor Dickson Andala kotokchinigei tetutienoto kabatisiet anan kabatisiet ak ripsetab amitwogik.
Tetat kay National Research Festival nebo kenyini eng sukulitab barak nebo Egerton nemiten eng county nebo Nakuru eng tarik 18 agoi tarik 22 arawetab 8 eng kenyini. Nito ko kosubkei ak CEO nebo National Research Fund Professor Dickson Andala nekamwa ine kole tokyinetab festival inoto ko kabatisiet ak ripsetab amitwogik.
That we are going to host an activity here which is the National Research Festival on the 18th to the 22nd of August 2025. This event is organized by the National Research Fund in conjunction with the Egerton University and the county government of Nakuru. This event aims to showcase our research outputs, more importantly, in agriculture and food security. We are bringing researchers who've excelled in most of our agriculture research.
Professor Isaac Kibwake ko Vice Chancellor nebo sukulitab Egerton University ole kaboisie kasarata kola sukulitab Egerton netestai koneti kipsomaninik missing neranik kochutyi kabatisiet.
Egerton really is the premier agricultural institution in the country, having started way back in 1939 as a school for farmers to know how to handle crops and fertilizer and other agricultural inputs, and it has developed to what it is now, a comprehensive university. So in this you are going to see what we normally do as a university: generate, curate knowledge and then disseminate it. And we do science which has an impact on the community. So we are in the arena where we are bringing research outputs to have community and economic impact in the country.
Kongalalchin sirikab logoiwek eng sukulitab barak nebo Egerton ole kabatogei ak CC nebo kabatisiet eng county nebo Nakuru. Leonard Bor koboisie kasarata kosom inendet meng'ikab Nakuru missing ko neranik komongei asikonyorune kelchin festival inotok tetatkei eng sukulitab barak nebo Egerton.
Inoni festival ini ke co-hosteni anan kibendi keyoe ak Egerton University koboto National Research Fund noton nenomu ng'alekab fund chebo research en Kenya misima. So amache oib boroini ne inegen ne kata on behalf of Governor Susan Kihika taj temik tugul chebo Nakuru County alinchi ongebwan kongeten vijana ak biik tugul ak wanafunzi ongebwan asikinetkei ng'alek chechang chebo ng'alekab research en emoni eb Kenya.
Kong'eteke county nebo Nakuru logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Dennis Kipchirchir.
Chitab Kalenjin nguni kimeche kebe akoi county nebo Uasin Gishu ole mito county noton cabinet secretary nebo tililindo Adan Duale ole tetat kotiakta kerichek chebendi sipitalishek cheterter en county noton bo Uasin Gishu botoke inendet governor nebo Uasin Gishu Jonathan B. Chelilim koboto senator Jackson Mandago en kwenutab kandoik alak ak nguni amutin en oret nebo agenge akoi county nebo Uasin Gishu.
And we can do better. And we are very happy that you've come at a time when we need some help from the national government. We know health is devolved, but the constrained budget that we have cannot allow us to finish some projects that are really hanging, including the C1 Level 5 hospital and Tiret, which is in Tarbo, and Keses. We did request the president last time he was here, and he agreed to support us to complete the projects. And when I see us, there was some budget that was passed by the national government, and we were given the 3 facilities 50 million each. But to date, we have not received that funding, and we wish you that you fast track and make sure that we have the money so that we can complete these projects so that the people of Uasin Gishu will be served better. We are very happy that the county government is doing very well, level 2, level 3, level 2, and level 3, but we don't have a level 5 here. Our hospital, which was supposed to be a county hospital, is now the new referral hospital, which is now in your hands. So we are coming up with a diagnostic center, which you want to build right now. It's in our budget, and the project has already started because we want to look at the diagnostic part of it, so that we don't just go to the hospital because we are going to hospital. We want to go there knowing exactly what is it that is ailing you. And again, Wanasias, Mama Rachel Maternity Hospital has proved to be an icon in this place, a big story. That right now, mambo ya kusapa Eldoret tumeenda juu sana. Na vitanda vimeisha, na umepika simu kuona kuna nafasi, but unajua kusai wanasana kwenda saa hiyo. Maybe sometimes wakisasa safari moja inakuwa shida kidogo na tuko na historia. One of our staff member alizaa watoto 4 safari moja. We call them double twins, sama tunaita nini hawa. Na hiyo pia ni baraka, which means we need some support, we need a patriotic wing, na tunakuomba utusaidie hiyo tujenge ili hawa mama wa Uasin Gishu waendelee kufanya kazi yao. Otherwise, for now, I want to say karibu sana Uasin Gishu. This is your home. We will go to Ban Forest, but maybe at around 4-5, we have a very popular joint for politicians inaitwa Silver Line. Hapo tungeona ukuje usalamie watu na uambie mambo ya SHA kutoka kwa mdomo yako ili waharakishe kujirejesha kwa members ya SHA. Ama mnasemaje watu wa Uasin Gishu? Situkaribishe mheshimiwa Duale atusalamie pale. Kwa hivyo tunasema baada hiyo tutakufanya hivyo ili sisi tuendelee. Allow me tukaribishe our senator awasalamie, alafu nikaribishe CS pia akuje atusalamie. Karibu senator. Huyu alikuwa ni governor ya kwanza ya Uasin Gishu, anaitwa Mandago. Karibu sana.
Na pia mimi ndio mwenyekiti ya kamati ya afya. So waziri wetu, Waziri Duale, principal secretary Madam Mugoni, CEO na bodi ya KMTC, governor na timu yote ya county ya Mjambo. Waziri, mimi sina mambo mengi, labda mambo mengi tutasema kule tukiwa Ban Forest, lakini nikiwa hapa pia niseme kama kamati ya afya ya bunge la seneti ya kuwa sisi tutashikilia kuhakikisha mambo ya sheria ambayo inahitajika ili kuwe na uwezekano wa kuhakikisha afya inapatikana kule mashinani kwa urahisi pia na kwa gharama ya chini. Tutaendelea kushirikiana na wizara na Mheshimiwa Rais kuhakikisha azimio letu kama serikali ya kuhakikisha UAC inafika sehemu zote zinafika. Ya mwisho, Bwana Waziri, tungeomba tu serikali za gatuzi zote katika taifa la Kenya waweze kutimiza yale mambo ambayo yako kwenye sheria zetu ya kuhakikisha hospitali zetu ama zahanati zetu zinagazetiwa ndio waweze kufaidika kwa ile pesa ya Primary Health Care Fund. Kwa hivyo hapa katika Uasin Gishu Governor, bodi zetu na hospitali zote ziweze kuwa gazetted as soon as possible. Tukuwe na kamati ambayo pia itakusaidia kusimamia hiyo mambo ya hospitali. Tuhakikishe FIF zile pesa zote zinakusanywa na kodi zinasanywa kwa hospitali situmike pale kwa hospitali zetu, na tuweze kuboresha huduma za afya kwa zahanati za level 1, level 2 na level 3. Tupunguze msongamano katika level 6 ili tuweze kuboresha mambo ya afya. Kwa hivyo mimi sitaki kusema kusidi hapo. Waziri, nafikiri tukiwa Ban Forest tutasema mambo mengi ya afya na yale mambo mengine. Nikimalizia, Mheshimiwa Waziri, gavana amesema kuna ahadi tulipewa. Na mimi najua hiyo AIE ilikuwa imesainiwa. So tafadhali wale watu ya finance ya hapo Ministry of Health waweze kuirelease ndio iweze kufanya ile kazi ilikuwa imetengewa. Asante sana.
Asante sana Bwana Senator. Pia waziri, tuko na dawa hapa which that will help us to block off. We've been procuring our drugs from Kemsa, but sometimes we got a challenge in the past. Mahali we procure drugs, lakini tunapewa less na tumelipa mingi, alafu tungoje tena mpaka watu wanaumia. This time tumeenda kwa meds, but I know the position of the government is that we get the drugs from Kemsa, but we had a challenge in this country, and I think I was not happy when we paid some money and they supplied less, 60% of the total money we wanted them to supply. So we want to say this time tumejaribu mahali pengine ili hata na they should wake up and know that they should not have the monopoly ya kutesa sisi hapa chini. So nataka kwa heshima kubwa sana tukaribishe Bwana CS Duale, rafiki wa hii boma na pia ni rafiki wa president mwenyewe. Karibu sana.
Asante. Asante gavana wa jimbo la Uasin Gishu, Gavana B, Senator ana chair wa Senate Health Committee, ndugu Mandago, my PS Public Health and Professional Standards, Mary Mudhoni, the chairman of Kenya Medical Training College Board of Directors, the CEO and board members, our ministry officials, county officials. I am here on a number of issues. Number one, last time when I was here, Uasin Gishu County was number 19. But from our system this morning, 437,321 citizens of Uasin Gishu County are registered with the Social Health Authority against a target population of 1,163,000. That giving you 41.9%. Hata hamjafika 50%. And this is the county of the leader and the implementer of universal health care, Taifa Care, President William Ruto. So Governor, you must be number one. And for you to be number one, you have to beat Mombasa, which is 68%. But this is very good, 18%. We are very happy. I'm also very happy because in all the facilities, 118 facilities of this county, no Kenyan is sleeping on the floor. No Kenyans or two mothers are sharing two beds. See, watoto walikuwa nakataa. 3 weeks ago I introduced and I said, if mimi na governor na Mandago na PS Mudhoni na viongozi na Chepkonga, kama sisi our relatives will not sleep on the floor, then other Kenyans will not sleep on the floor. So mkisikia kuna kama mkiona hospitali mnaambiwa mulale, unajua hata hawatawalalisha. Zamani walikuwa wanalalisha wakibia NHIF. So sasa hii wakilalisha hata SHA hailipi. Kama hauna vitanda imejaa, nunua vitanda. Kama maternity imejaa, jenga maternity. Hakuna, there's no way to about it. Ya pili, tumesikizana na governor, and I am going to do my bit next week so that we bring the resources for all those hospitals, but most of for Ziwa, so that Ziwa is completed and Ziwa becomes a level 5 hospital. We want only my referral MTRH to be a referral hospital for the most complicated specialized procedures. Because MTRH serves over 24 counties. So we need to decongest it, and the only way we can decongest is by upgrading our level 4 hospital to level 5. So Ziwa is going to be one of them very soon. The other thing that I want to say, na watu wanisikie vizuri, hapa Eldoret, Uasin Gishu na Kenya, primary health care, level 2 to level 4, dispensary, health center, sub-county hospital. Kenyans, they just need to register for the Social Health Authority. When they go to those facilities, they are treated, they go to the lab, they are given drugs, and they go home free of charge, paid by the government of President William Ruto. Na musikubali hata kuambiwa mnunue excess book. That money has been appropriated. Mheshimiwa Chepkonga is here, Mheshimiwa Senator is here, Mheshimiwa Wainaina is here. And that has really helped. And I want, Governor, make sure your facilities are registered with Social Health Authority. That will give you more resources, your own resource. You will see healthcare will give you the biggest percentage. So primary healthcare is free of charge. It's only when you go for specialized treatment at level 5. Not your primary healthcare, what are you? See only public, private, and faith-based. As long as you have registered with the Social Health Authority, it is free. And I told the governor, kila facility yake aweke bana. Inasema enter, exit, free of charge. Andike, ili wananchi waone. Unajua Kenya iko ukora mingi sana. Ameweza kuchukua pesa yetu ya SHA, alafu tena mnacharge raia. Tena hapa ni kwa rais. So hapa lazima ukora itatutaki. Unajua tutafute mali nyingine. Ziwa tumemaliza. Equipments of all our hospitals, we have agreed with the governor. He has made the request. Mutaona MRI, CT scan, dialysis machine, X-ray, zote zitakuja in the next 1 month. And it will not be paid by the county government. It will not be paid by the national government. It's under the program fee for service. Hii UHC Taifa Care, ambaye by last night, 25.1 million have registered. 25? See 25,000? 25 million. Na hakuna mtu analazimisha hawa. Na hakuna mtu anafanya road show. They have seen it is working, it is helping people. President Kibaki tried, he failed. President Uhuru tried with 4 counties, Nyeri, Kisumu, Machakos, and Nyeri. And Machakos. Machakos, Isiolo, Nyeri, and Kisumu. He failed. Hasala has succeeded. Nilisema juzi, huyu Ruto anachukiwa sababu anaitwa Ruto. Sasa hiyo jina, ukichukia mtu sababu ya jina sio shauri yako hiyo. There are people who don't want to hear the word Ruto. But President Ruto has done in 3 years what other presidents have not done in their entire term of office. Ukweli mpaka isemwe. So 25 million wameregister. Hata mimi nalipa 39,000. Senator analipa na wabunge wanalipa 27,000. President analipa 50,000. Speaker National Assembly Wetangula analipa 46,000. SHA, chief, the Social Insurance Fund. Lakini hapa Eldoret katika wale informal sector ambayo hawako wa salary sasa wamefika 1.9 million registered who have paid. Kila siku hata wale hawana uwezo lipa SHA pole pole kila usiku, including last night between 2,000 to 3,000 wana register. It has brought equity kwa insurance. Ukitaka kama wewe ni mdosi, ukitaka bibi yako ajifungue kwa public kama mama Rachel ajifungue, SHA italipa 10,000. Akifanywa cesarean atalipiwa 30,000. Lakini kama mheshimiwa na hii wadosi unataka bibi zao waende Aga Khan Hospital, SHA italipa 30,000. Hiyo another 150 wanalipa na ile insurance yao. Lakini kama yeye anataka bibi yake ajifungue mahali raia ile voters yake wanajifungua, hiyo ni sawa. SHA italipa, inamlipia raia, itamlipia mchumba. Hiyo ndio Kenya tunataka sisi. Fairness. So leo tumekuja kuangalia KMTC Ban Forest officially, which is a very good work. Pia tuko na KMTC games. Lakini governor, KEMSA has reformed. Tangu mimi nimekuwa waziri. Today the field rate is 57. By next month, through the effort of the president and the government, KEMSA got a line of credit of 10 billion. KEMSA will be at 95% refill rate. You must buy from KEMSA. Yeah, hii watu wengine this will be the last time. Hiyo ni order mimi nimetoa. Go buy from KEMSA. Why? KEMSA will deliver. KEMSA will give you at the lowest price. KEMSA will deliver at the last mile kwa dispensary. Na gari yao, yeah, last mile you have told them. Na mimi nitamwambia CEO ya KEMSA leo akupigie. Nitamwambia wewe umekosea governor. Atakuja na ndege akae na wewe, msuluhishe maneno, wewe urudi KEMSA. Because KEMSA ndio sisi tunataka tulete. Watu ya Eldoret, asanteni sana. Mko namba 18, tafadhali muendelee kuregister. Na primary health care level 2 to level 4 is free dispensary, free laboratory ukienda ni free, dawa ni free, daktari ni free. Na ukiambiwa ulipe, wewe piga call center 147. Ukimalizana na hiyo, ukisema jina hiyo facility, tena enda kwa county commissioner ama kwa chief, and county commissioner ukiletewa hiyo uko na evidence, we will close that facility. Asanteni sana. Mungu awabariki. But just one thing. Leo asubuhi moja ukora imemikwa mingi. Over 348 students, nurses, Bachelor of Science, who were posted 1 month ago, were recalled. And we recall them because they were posted irregularly and they were posted because of the systemic corruption in MOH, in the Nursing Council, and in the universities. And there are 7 universities. In this region, Baraton is leading. Baraton has 99 students we have recalled. who have not graduated. Completion is different from graduation. If you have a completion letter, we will not post you as an intern. We will only post you when you graduate and you show us the certificate. So this morning I have replaced them with 348 who have graduated, who have waited, and who are eligible, and they were shortchanged because of corruption. Number two, UHC staff. I have the money through Parliament to make you permanent and pensionable. Lakini msiniharakishe, mimi nafanya vetting and verification. I want to pay for the ones who are working and who are around. So far, ile namba niko naye, watu wataenda EACC. The number that we are seeing and the number that people were being paid, there are thousands who are ghost. So msiniharakishe, mimi sina haraka. Hata mkinitumia text, mkidemonstrate, nikimaliza your exercise of vetting and verification, we will post the UHC nurses the day we finish. And we are about to finish anytime next week. But before that, if you are not a nurse by profession and you have been earning the money of UHC all these years, wewe utakutana na sheria. You have to refund back our money. It's as serious as that. We will ask you to refund our money. So msinisukume sana kwa ukuta. Na mimi unajua, I have a job to do. Is to make sure the healthcare delivery system of our country works. The boss in Kenya going forward is the patient. The dignity of the patient. It's not the healthcare worker, it's not the hospitals, it's not the leaders, it's the patient, the Kenyans who go to hospital. Those are the most important people in the Ministry of Health. Thank you very much. How can you say in behalf? Kwani mulipanga?
No, because of time.
Yes, one question.
One question about the state of imports in this county.
Yes, yes.
So finally, KMTU has
Noton chitab Kalenjin Cabinet Secretary nebo Tililindo Adan Duale nemito county nebo Uasin Gishu ole takondochi anan eng yo kokakonu ngalalet kotinygei ak misingit nekayai korutechi county noton nebo Uasin Gishu ole botoke kora PSN Ministry noton nebo Tililindo Mary Muthoni, mitei governor nebo Uasin Gishu Jonathan B. Chelilim ak kora Senator Jackson Mandako ne kora nebo kecheret nebo committee nebo Tililindo en bunge nebo Senate en kwenutab kandoik alak. Kitesetai kosubkei ak maranet eng nyanjetab Baringo ak Bogoria kokanyoru toretet chebo rabinik cheite million 60 meng'ik chemito tabandab Lake Bogoria kubun kibagengeitab Global Environmental Facility ak UNDP. Kamwa director nebo kibagengeit noto Madelena Munija kole nyoru kabatik ak meng'ik chemito grupisiek 16 ole legite Lake Bogoria toretet netokchini ribsetab itonwekab emet ak kolsetab ketik chebo kipkaa.
You are aware that Lake Baringo, we lost many tourist hotels, and many tourists were not able to come to Lake Baringo because of the rising lakes. You are aware that we have lost a lot of money in Lake Bogoria. Even the roads that we did as a county government were submerged, and so we have kept on moving goalposts to fix the roads. Now we are very happy and grateful that we have got a partner in the name of UNDP, in the name of EU, courtesy support of our national government. It is because of the partnership between the national government and international development agencies that we have discussed the issue of grant to restore the Lake Baringo basin, to get back Lake Baringo to what it was, so that we can be able to get all other development activities going on in Lake Baringo, including agriculture, and not limited to agriculture, but also tourism. we have to harness the waters of Lake Baringo and Lake Bogoria for economic use for the people of Baringo County. And this is the only way we can empower our people. And this small grants program administered by UNDP and farming systems, because of the Ministry of Environment, is going to go a long way, not only in conserving the environment, but empowering the small people. In a few years, you will come and see the number of tourists in this region will go up. The people who are doing hiking and so on and so forth shall make the place attractive for investors to do hotels. And we are calling upon investors, especially from this region, Baringo and Rift Valley, as much as possible, to come and invest in hotels in this region so that we can be another tourist destination, just like Naivasha, Masai Mara, and the coast. For a long time, people think that the only place you can go for tourism is in Masai Mara and Coast and Lake Naivasha. Baringo County has what greater to offer than all of those. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Baringo County is the first beneficiary of 14 million euros, which are coming for purpose to work on how to do conservation within the communities, build climate resilience programs for that entire ecosystem, and Eastern Kavanagh has been at the forefront. 14 million euros is coming from UNDP. From EU. It's an EU program. We are looking to expand as soon as we fund. This is the first phase. We are going to do the other lakes, like Naivasha, like Nakuru, and even like Victoria, and even like Turkana. It was a whole phenomenon through in the Rift Valley, through to climate change. That is why isn't the president on the presidential directive, the 15 billion tree growing program is one of the mitigating programs to mitigate against the climate change vagaries. Kama hii unasikia hii joto jingi, hiyo vitu mingi unaona. So tukipanda miti tutapata hewa safi, we will landscapes will not be degraded, and therefore even good smart agriculture practices ndio itatusaidia, and that's what the program is going to do for Baringo in that regard. So,
kitu chini yoto chitab kolenjin tetutienyo nebo Kass Mashinani nekaitun betab raini niton bo komut kasi tarik agenge arawetab 8 kenyitab 2025. Kigurenon Caroline Kiplagat aweksei ak logoiwekab emet kong'eten studio nebo Kass TV.